Okay. Hi everyone, my name is Lauren Powers, and today I will be discussing my social media plan for the Burien L&L franchise restaurant. I decided to pick this specific restaurant because not only do I work there, but I've gotten close to my coworkers and have learned a lot from working at this company. I mostly decided to do a social media plan for them because about a few of my coworkers are young, but most are older and have a harder time with the media. I thought this would be a good and effective way to see where we want the company to head and also branch out to a younger audience to get more customers into the restaurant. My idea to branch to younger audiences begins with establishing surveys for my coworkers, then creating daily special highlights along with other Instagram posts, and finally ending with promotions and insights on Instagram. Before we begin, let's talk about L&L. L&L was voted #1 Asian food franchise for the last 4 years straight. They received this title from Entrepreneur magazine and earned its name for the #1 Hawaiian barbecue destination. Back in the 1950s, L&L was originally a dairy and hamburger restaurant on the Hawaiian Islands. It wasn't until the co-founders Eddie Flores and Johnson Comm bought the original L&L Drive-In in 1976 and coined it in 1991 to start the franchise. In 1999, Flores and Comm introduced the Asian and American cuisine of traditional plate lunches to the residents of Southern California. A plate lunch, also known as the state food of Hawaii, dates to the 19th century where wage laborers that worked in sugar plantations and pineapple fields brought rice and other leftovers for their lunch. These lunches were usually shared, resulting in a delicious mix of home recipes. L&L is the only Hawaiian-based company that successfully expanded across the United States and has over 200 locations while still growing. Surveys. Jumping into the surveys, I'm going to talk about 3 of my interviews. I focused on insights, difficulties with the pandemic, and what they felt the busiest days at work were. Getting to sit down and talk to everyone made me feel like I knew the staff better, which helped get more ideas flowing in my media plan. Maggie started working at L&L in 2013 and currently serves as manager. For her, COVID has impacted her life in a very serious way. During winter, there was an outbreak at another restaurant in Renton where she also works at. When this happened, Maggie was forced to distance herself from her family and live at a hotel for a few weeks waiting on COVID test results to come back. Happened 2 times to her. She says these were the most stressful times in her life. Aside from COVID-19 and this pandemic, Maggie loves working at L&L and is always making sure they're running smoothly. She does say there is a language barrier that sometimes gets in the way, but besides that, it is a fun and friendly environment she takes pride in being a part of. Arden. Arden has been working for the company ever since he was young. He says L&L is a family-oriented business that has many relatives or close family friends working in different locations. Arden's positions at L&L include owner, franchisee, and business development. When talking about COVID, he says this has made life in business 1,000 times more difficult in everything. With the supply chain restrictions, pricing obstructions, the health and safety concerns of staff, while also pivoting to delivery and keeping safe practices to keep up with the industry, this has all been a huge learning curve for everyone in the company. COVID-19 has shifted customer buying patterns and eating out trends. This correlates with the customer's work schedules and working at home trends for eating out dinner only. Arden always has a positive attitude and keeps up with all the jokes. Since working here and getting to eat all these delicious plates, Arden smiles and says, "My love handles have gotten bigger." Eva started at the company in 2002 when she opened up her first store in Linwood. She grew up in the business, being the founder's daughter, and has worked in both the restaurant and for a corporate office. Eva was the director of operations before becoming a multi-unit franchisee. Currently, she oversees locations in Washington, Hawaii, and Las Vegas. Although she isn't physically at the restaurants, she works at her office 4 times a week, and the rest of the time she works from home. For her, COVID has changed her work schedule and she does a lot more work at home now. The old Instagram account. For my first part of getting Instagram set up and organized, I logged in and archived all of the posts. I did this to start out fresh and get a new variety of posts generated. Nothing was deleted, but it was off the page. I then wanted to work on the story section of Instagram to get that platform developed since there was nothing saved on it. The new account. Here's a snippet of the Instagram update. I started with daily specials, then created a timeline for the months of March, April, and May. and I will be going into more detail in the upcoming slides. Daily specials. I created a daily specials page on Berian's L&L Instagram stories section. For this, I focused on what people wanted to see and what other L&L Instagram accounts were posting to get popular. Many do not know of our daily specials, so getting that out there is very beneficial in what will be consumed and popularized. I thought this was a good idea because everyone likes something special or something where you get an item free. For these daily specials, all of them come with a free soda or can of Hawaiian Sun. Our main priority is food and the aesthetic of it, so making the post look good gets the viewer hungry and wanting some Hawaiian barbecue. The timeline I created is based on a 3-month period from March to May. I'm doing these months because 1, our class ends in May, and 2, it's easier for me to plan these months because I have dates and plans set that L&L notified me about. March. Starting out with the month of March, this was more of a trial period where we posted food on the menu to see which ones were more popular with viewers. Keeping it basic but creating the captions on the post in a fun and welcoming way interacts more with the audience. COVID's still impacting our restaurant specifically by us not being able to have dine-in options available yet. April. The COVID safety section will be posted more in the month of April because it's the time for spring and more people are wanting to get out. We believe social distancing and safety is our #1 priority to be able to reopen for dine-in, so including that in these posts is very beneficial as well. May. The month of May will be focused on catering options. The annual L&L Franchisee Convention is coming up soon, which means there will be a lot of press release options and opportunities for the company. During this time, new franchises are being started and branched out, as well as travel opportunities and new job openings are announced. This is really important month for L&L, and that's why it'll be really important to have posts ready and laid out. We want to hit the graduation party markets and connect to families on Instagram while also promoting the benefits of working at L&L and trying to recruit for hiring too. Promotions on Instagram. First, we'll want to find a post that we want more people to see and we can get more followers, likes, and views from. Then we select on a goal on either more profile visits, messages, or website visits. You pick one and then you're able to define audience. The automatic section targets people that are like your followers on Instagram already. Instead of us picking the location to target, the age demographics I decided to stick to was automatic for now because our audience is everyone that likes or wants to try Hawaiian food, and I want to leave it broad. After the demographics are decided, you get to the budget and duration page. This lets you set a daily spending limit and time period of days you'll be promoted for. Starting at $5 as our budget with a duration of 6 days gives us a total spending of $30 for 6 days with an estimate of 2,800 to 7,300 people we will reach out to on Instagram. Once the budget is set, you're able to review your promotion, then pay. Instagram handles it for the next few days, getting the company's posts on feed pages, Instagram stories, and the Explorer page. The last thing I want to highlight is the Insights section on Instagram. Here, Instagram collects data for us and gives us information about how many interactions people have had with our posts. It's really nice because it does all the work for us and makes it easier for us to see what we're posting that people like. Insights allow users to view analytics to measure their content and better understand their audiences, which would help us in the future. For L&L, this will help keep track of what posts are best and how we can learn to keep our audiences engaged. Not only that, but it'll also help us be better at picking posts to promote. As I wrap up my presentation on L&L, we can see the process of my social media plan being built and created. By highlighting what needs to be done to get more customers in our door and targeting a younger audience on social media, I have established our marketing opportunities. Beginning with my surveys to taking over Instagram platform to now focusing on the promotions and insights page, I've created an efficient timeline and I am able to hand over my work to the company to further their goals. L&L wants and needs attention, especially since the pandemic. With my assistance, I was able to work with them and create the social media plan that they could hire someone or me to further their goals. I thank you for your time and have a great day.